control because we have a very cool high-tech game to talk about. Today on the show, we've got Deus Ex 2, The Invisible War, Legacy of Kain, Defiance, Roadkill, and in Versus, it's Gladius against Gladiator Sword of Vengeance. All right, the first game we're going to talk about is Deus Ex 2, The Invisible War. This one is from Ion Storm and Eidos. We looked at it on the Xbox, but it's also available for the PC.
The interesting thing about this one is it was being developed on the Xbox and the PC at the same time. You know, some of the old console ones on the PlayStation 2 were because they were done on the PC first.
And then ported over.
So this one was actually done for the console, and you can tell.
It's a lot more simplified than the original Deus Ex was. The whole interface is very consoleized. I did have some problems, though, with the way that they set all of this stuff up. It's more like an RPG than anything, and what you're doing is going through these amazingly cool environments, and you're talking to people, and there's all kinds of great gadgets that you come in contact with and you want to collect. But you only have a set amount of slots in your inventory screen, and you're constantly picking up stuff, and then you've run out of room, so you have to throw it down. So you see all these guns scattered all over the place. You want them all.
It's real, you know.
Well, it's real, but it's a bit of a drag that they give you all of the stuff that you can interact with, and you can't take it with you.
I mean, if you had a bunch of guns you're carrying around like this,
it might be a little heavy. Might be a little heavy, I agree.
Oh, wait, hold on, hold on. If you play a game like Rainbow Six, another first-person shooter,
right?
They're going towards realism, whereas this seems like it's, I don't want to say it's cartoony because it's not, but it's people's faces. They're like...
They're pretty blank.
Yeah.
Great impression.
But what I liked is everything in the environments were pretty much either collectible or movable.
It uses the Havoc's physics engine, so it actually has some pretty incredible 3D physics modeling in there, but everything you come into contact with, you bump and push over. It's a little ultra sensitive.
This is an M-rated game.
Yes.
So you can like plug her in the head or something. She'll fall on the ground and you can start shooting her around the joint.
The Order, which is this new kind of religious organization, have the followers and they wear religious kind of wardrobe and stuff like that. And then
you're going to be telling them the story?
A little bit.
Okay.
Okay, you coming back? Okay. You're obviously here. And they're sort of talking with. Wait a sec. You falling asleep on me?
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. And then you have this scientific group, and basically it's religion versus science. It takes place in a futuristic Seattle after this giant plague has wiped out Chicago. There's all kinds of interpersonal struggles. You're being pulled in a bunch of different ways. You don't know. Oh no, I still got more. You can actually choose to play the game any way that you want and make allies with any people that you want. That's the best thing about this game.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree? It is the depth. Is the depth in the story and how much mystery is unraveled as you're playing through
Whatever
the game.
You said, I disagree with.
The lighting is good, but it's not Splinter Cell good. And the frame rate had some issues. It felt a little bit choppy and sluggish.
And that's the thing. If you're going to sacrifice graphics, you would think it's because they could get the frame rate up.
Right.
But it didn't have that either.
But then about an hour into it, after you've committed some time to sort of talking to people and discovering some of the mystery, you forget all about the technical problems and you get hooked.
Another great part of this game, actually, that we haven't spoke about, is the element of sound.
Yes, audio is fantastic.
Is really good. Probably, to me, one of the best parts of the game, I thought.
You've already seen the lab, so I guess it won't hurt anything for you to install a few biomods. You'll be needing them. The canisters will transfer seed populations of nanites.
And of course, one of the coolest things about the Deus Ex universe is that you can biomod yourself. I am going to give it a 9 out of 10.
I'm going to give it a 7.5.
On the positive side, this game features a very deep and addictive story. You can interact with almost everything you see in the game. And although it is a deep RPG-style game, there is some great action in this one as well.
On the negative side, the graphics don't seem to be as polished as other games in this genre. The frame rate and controls seem to be a little slow, and the physics on some of the objects seem to be a little too touchy.
All right, now we're going to move from the sci-fi universe of Deus Ex and talk about a horror-themed game that's set in sort of a medieval vampire world. This is Legacy of Kain, Defiance, which is also from Eidos. It's for the Xbox or PlayStation 2.
Has Kain always been a vampire?
Kain has always been a vampire, and the story of Kain is actually, it's a great story, and it took place... You ready? Okay. It took place in the PlayStation 1's Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, which you guys should all go check out. I'm going to have to do that in a Buried Treasure. It's an awesome game. Hold on a second. Okay? What did you think of that? What do you think of that story, huh?
I can sum it up in one sentence.
All right, what's that?
Complete complete ripoff of Devil May Cry.
It has a look and feel of like an action-adventure game like Ico or even Prince of Persia.
Doesn't the dude look exactly like Dante, though?
Yes.
I mean, the hair and even the red scarters. Come on.
I mean, he's a cool-looking guy. I love that they have claws and they can climb up walls.
If you're
and stuff.
going to rip off the gameplay, at least make the character look a little different. Huh? Come on.
I do believe, sir, that
Yes.
Cain was around before Dante was.
Yeah,
we can check the
where's
fact book on
No,
that.
I know that's. I know
right.
that is true.
Well, this is the thing. You don't only get Cain. You actually get to play as Raziel, the Soul Reaver, and Cain, the vampire. They're on a destined path to meet and fight with each other, and you get to play as both sides of the story as they're working their way through the game.
Here's the thing, though. The gameplay itself is exactly like Devil May Cry, in that the camera angles, you know, are kind of a little touchy. Not as bad. There's a lot worse games out
Yes,
there. The camera angles
you do have
aren't
some
bad.
control of the camera.
It does get a little weird at times,
Yes.
but that's fine.
And the control's a little bit touchy. It's not always easy to make those jumps, but I love the combat in this game.
Well, what I liked about this game is that you can actually suck the lifeblood
Yes.
out of people, and that's kind of how you
I love
got
it.
your energy. So there'll be this
Lots of
like,
sucking in this show so far.
half-naked woman like chained up against a wall, which is always nice to see.
Help me! Help me! Oh, please, no.
From time to time, it is necessary to feed.
Lunch! I thought the effects were amazing. I mean, you know, you go up to those steel grates and
Oh,
it kind of
love
like
that.
disappears and
So
walks
nice.
right through them.
This Raziel, you're actually sucking in their souls. Your mouth opens up and you see the creatures, the little blue souls, they're screaming and crying for their life, and you're
Can't touch water?
as the vampire.
Yeah.
But as Raziel, you can swim, and
Hold
it's a
on,
great.
vampires can do water, they just can't deal with holy water.
Well, like in this game, if Cain jumps into the water,
Check your facts.
he turns into a bunch of bats.
What I found a little frustrating, though, was the fact that I didn't really know where to go
Right.
and what to do a lot of the times. And,
Right.
and especially like some walls you can climb up, but others you couldn't.
I was really impressed by the graphics of this game. I'm giving it 9 out of 10
Wow.
as well.
Another
Great
9,
game.
7.5 for me.
On the positive side, the atmosphere in this game is unbelievable. Great graphics and incredible audio. The combat in this game is fantastic. Great combo attacks, really cool special effects. But the best part about Legacy of Kain Defiance is the fact that you can play as both Cain and Raziel.
On the negative side, some of the camera angles are a little too touchy. It's sometimes hard to get accurate attacks and jumps because of the touchy controls. And I thought it was difficult to figure out where the hell you were supposed to be going and what you were supposed to be doing.
Man, I've already given away 2 9s. Wonder what we're going to give Roadkill. It's coming up
Dude,
next.
I'm getting something in from the Mars roving unit.
Hey, cool.
It's coming in, wait. It's,
Oh,
my God, man!
what is that? Is that a Martian?
Ugh.